Ahoy Ye Swabs, Captain Jeff the Pirate here, at your service. And welcome to Captain Jeff Reviews and Questions Adventure Time. Now, this past week, we had the special Cartoon Network be doing the summer events, where for 1 week it's all this show is new, and then for another week, another show is new. So this past week, it was the Adventure Time series. Now, normally I see their show the one day, and then I do the notes and I put the review together and post it on the YouTube. But since there be so many new episodes, I wanted to make sure I looked over all these carefully and took the right notes. So I actually have paperwork for these episodes. So for all these episodes, I'll be doing them individually and posting them. But I just wanted to let you know, sorry for the wait since Monday. I wanted to make sure I got my reviews right. So, with that in mind, let's get started with the reviews. Alright, first I'll be reviewing You Forgot Your Floaties. You Forgot Your Floaties, sorry. Alright, now the show opens with it's a Glob's helmet, the far-faced gentleman from Mars. And it be fallen from the heavens. Yeah. And while it be crashing towards Finn and Jake be walking around with some kind of weird telescope things, observing it. So let's see. It hits the ground, and they see a mysterious person grabs it, and it be Betty. Curious as to what's going on, they follow her, and she ends up at the house of Magic Man. I despise this man. So they planning to figure out maybe she's being controlled or manipulated by him. So they planning to break in there and stop it. But then suddenly, he jumps up out of nowhere. He turns Finn into a sunny side up egg, and Jake into like oatmeal or porridge. Yeah, that's sure what's going on there. Let's see. Now, Magic Man, after doing that, he puts him on a shelf next to the tiny Manticore, which they saved from the time when Magic Man almost killed Jake the dog. He's trapped in the bottle again and back there at the house. So let's see. He says that Finn and Jake, they will be in charge of his house when he goes away forever this time. And we can only hope. I mean, he said he'd be leaving and never coming back, but he's been blatantly lying about that. But I am sick of this character. Arr. So, what's Betty doing working with this lousy scallywag? Turns out, she's been traveling all over studying the magic users, their emotions, their personalities, how their magic works. Her plan, if she can figure out magic, will hopefully be able to find a way to control the forces that control Simon and bring him back from Ice Kingness. As for Magic Man, he'd be planning to become the new, he'd be planning to infuse with the power of the helmet from Glob, so he can finally go back to Mars and go back home. And Betty says she'd be trying to figure out what makes the Magic Man tick, why he's so crazy. And Magic Man says, magic be like a pool of dark water, and you can see. And she says that she can see some kind of crab thing in there, so she's hoping to figure out what's this metaphoricalism. Meanwhile, Tiny Manticore talks to Egg Finn and Porridge Jake. That of course, we all know that Magic Man is just using Betty for some diabolical purpose. So, Finn the Egg breaks into action. Falls into a crack in the floorboard, which falls downstairs into a batter mix, which Betty is using to bake bread. She mixes up the batter, unbeknownst to the egg, and steps into these glass chambers with the Magic Man. And while this be happening, little Manticore, he rolls his bottle over to the Jake Porridge and knocks down the picture of the Magic Man with his girlfriend, and they slide down the stairs. Betty retrieves the picture, tucks it in her sleeve, and enters the gas chamber thing. Steam chamber or whatever. So then she is now inside the mind of Magic Man. And it be very blank and open, lots of open space. But then she retrieves the picture from her sleeve. And it has been turned into a mask. A mask of Magic Man's girlfriend. She dons it, and then she sees a flashback. Apparently, the girlfriend's name is Margles. And Magic Man created her as a tribute to his wife. Let's see. It stands for Magical Automated Resistance Generating Laser Energy Supplier. Now, here's what. Apparently, Magic Man... So then, his plan is to do this. He will place Margles on top of the highest mountain of Mars, which will be used to defend off against, against Golb. G-O-L-B. Now, what is Golb? We see this picture for a moment. Now, remember when Finn was in the Pillow World, Puhoy? And then he died and went back to the normal, real world of Ooh? Remember that crazy beastie that he passed? That was Golb. It's like some evil monster entity thing. So, his plan is to put her up there to save Mars from that. So, Margles asks why they don't just magically teleport up there instead of just walking, and why she was created. Apparently, the Magic Man lost Margles, his original wife, somehow. And from his nightmares, he created from memory what Margles looks like. And the only reason he did this is because he tried to look for her. Every dead zone, every world, he traveled everywhere to find her. In fact, he even went to Prismo and tried to wish her back. But, it didn't happen. His wish didn't come true. Instead, he got a basketball hoop over a trash can. So, I'd be wondering, how does that work? If you don't get your wish from Prismo, like what? Is that like a mulligan? Do you get like a free second wish? I don't know. I mean, seriously. I mean, if he's an all-powerful, multi-time, space-dimensional deity, what happens if he's physically incapable of granting your wish? It makes one wonder. Alright, so Margles and Magic Man, they get to the top of the hill. So she begins to activate her defense system, and she turns into like this fire sword-wielding, multi-tendrilled thing ready to fight off the Golb. But Magic Man doesn't want that to happen, because he doesn't want to lose his wife, girlfriend again. But she'd be like, but remember, Magic Man, you created me from your nightmares, and proceeds to attack him. While all this craziness be going on in his head, the oven outside in Ooh bursts open, and a giant walking bread Finn appears. He's now made of bread, and he falls into the pile of ooze that is the Jake pudding porridge. So then they go over to the glass steam chamber and smash it, and that's when things get really crazy. Back inside the dream, as Magic Man falls off the top of the mountain, he pulls off his own face, and it reveals to be, his face reveals that to be of, sorry, I misread that. So here's what. Margles falls off the cliff, but she pulls off her face, and it be Magic Man, while Magic Man be Betty. And then suddenly, the glass breaks open, and everyone be back in the normal world. And Magic Man, he'd be like, me sadness, it's gone. As for me sanity, what the bread, it's moving! So while he was surprised at that, we then see Betty. She says she sees the pool of darkness, and the crab emerges. So Magic Man asks what the crab says. And the crab has the face of Simon. It looks like Simon, and here's what. He mouthed something. It was a little hard for me to make out, but thanks to the official Adventure Time Wikipedia, he says the title pretty much of the episode. You Forgot Your Floaties. Betty, she is now gone. She's gone a few sheets to the wind, crazy, and she does that magic teleport out. So now, Betty is crazy. Magic Man, he no longer has a sadness. He appears to be somewhat sane, and he's like, oh great, I be a normie. So then Finn Bread pokes at him with his bread sword and is like, Mo. What do you want? You want me to change you back? No. I can't, I'm a normie. Ow. So Bread Finn leaves, and Magic Man, I guess now Sans Magic Man, tries on the helmet, and it's not doing anything for him. Finn goes and rescues the tiny Manticore, who convinces him to fly him and Porridge Jake, now stained on his torso, to Magic City to get fixed. Meanwhile, Magic Man, or Sans Magic Man, he's like, what do normies do? Something with, I don't know, go get smoothies? And thus the episode ends. I thought this would be an interesting episode, and I'll be honest, me and others here at the Pirate Captain Jeff channel, we didn't like Magic Man. But this episode, it gave us some insight as to why he acts the way he does. I thought he was willingly doing this, but if I am being completely honest, he is in somewhat of the same boat as Simon. He is crazy. Though he uses his craziness to cancel out his sadness at what has happened to him. So, while I do feel a wee bit bad about me not liking him because of his issues, the fact that he still did stuff towards other living creatures just for grins and giggles, I'm still annoyed by that. So, I'll have to figure out where my stance is about the Magic Man, since he's now sans magic and possibly normal. As for Sane, I'm still waiting to figure that out. This will also be interesting because we get the backstory of him, and of his relatives, the blob four-headed thing. And now we have to wonder this. What has become of Betty? Has she now gone completely off the grid? Has she gone completely crazy? Or is she... I don't know. How will this affect? Will she now be able to hang out with the Ice King? Are they now both the same level of crazy? Or is there any chance to save either of them? I really hope so. This will be a very good episode. So, I give it 2 thumbs up. It was the first episode, and it'd be somewhat of a foreshadowing of things that it'd be a tribute to things that have happened and a foreshadowing of things to come. So I'd be enjoying it, and I hope you do too. Alright, that's all the time we have for this episode. So until next time, this be Captain Jeff, review and in question adventure time. Thank you for watching, and as always, arrgh.